Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Lasham Daily Briefing for Sunday, the 22nd of June, 2025. First of all, big congratulations to the whole team yesterday, and in particular Jordan and Sam, who put in a great effort. And we achieved, I think it was 147 winch launches and 15 air tours, so 162 launches altogether, not including motor glider flights. So a great day had by all, and lots of good flying. Well done. Let's move on then to today's weather forecast, and we're looking at the SATPIC from yesterday at lunchtime. And we had a bit of a trough down the length of the country, which came through without too much effect on us. We had a little bit of drizzle and whatnot, but it did warm up later in the afternoon. If we run this through midnight last night and into lunchtime today, you can see this low pressure up to the north of Scotland is dominating the weather across the UK, and we've had a cold front go through overnight. We've got a weak occlusion lying down the Irish Sea. Excuse me, and that's probably going to be the weather that affects us today, is what's ahead of this occlusion. Take that through midnight tonight into lunchtime tomorrow. The occlusion's gone through. We've got a nice northwesterly airflow, but that low pressure, as I say, is still dominating. And there's another couple of systems out here which are starting to build up and bring some more fronts our way. SATPIC, we're in a nice clear gap at the moment. That's going to be around for a while, but eventually I think this top cover is going to get to us. And that's going to kill the sunshine off a bit, and it'll cool down a bit sort of later on in the afternoon. And looking at the rain, we've missed pretty much all of this stuff that's out in the English Channel and going into the North Sea at the moment. There's quite a few thunderstorms in amongst that lot. There has been a few thunderstorms along the south coast this morning, but they've all dissipated. And we look at upwind and out to the west. We do have a few more showers coming our way by the looks of it. And if we look at the forecast for rain and showers and run that through hour on hour, we can see that we're never far, from about lunchtime onwards, we're never far away from a shower, I don't think. And there's always that possibility that we might get one. But fingers crossed we don't. A little bit more substantial rain coming in the evening. But again, it looks like it's going to fizzle out by about 7, 8 o'clock by the time it gets to us. There's no TAF from Odium today. The METAR is 230 degrees, 9 knots at the moment, greater than 10k visibility with no cloud. Temperature 16, dew point 13, pressure 10, 15 hectopascals. And if we go upwind towards Middle Wallop, again, no TAF because it's a weekend, but they've got 230 degrees, 8 knots, greater than 10k visibility, few clouds at 1200 feet, temperature 18, dew point 14, and pressure 10, 15 hectopascals. Wind here at Lasham is southwesterly, and if we just put a little flag on there, we've got 11 knots southwesterly at the moment. If we have a look at the end of the afternoon at 6 o'clock this evening, 13 knots southwesterly. So very little change throughout the day. And the local Met Office forecast for this area shows that southwesterly flow. Starting off at about 12, 13 knots, but increasing to about 15, 16 throughout the day and gusting quite high, okay? We've got sort of 26 knots gusts to begin with, into the low 30s later on in the afternoon. GFS then, temperature-wise, the further east you go, the hotter it's going to get by the looks of it. In this area, they're suggesting 23, 24 centigrade, with the dew point down at about 11 centigrade. Currently here at Lasham, about 10, 15 minutes ago, we had 18 and 13 for a split. We'll just refresh that, and there's been very little change in the last 15, 20 minutes. And looking at the camera on the south side, looking west, we do have lots of cumulus forming there at low level. We'll just update that. That's very little change there in the last 15, 20 minutes as well. Looking at sky sight, potential flight distance isn't brilliant today. It will be sortable, but it is going to be quite windy. And there's very little chance of doing any large tasks today. But if we have a look at the cross section, we can see there's going to be a cumulus. It's going to be up to about maybe 4,500, 5,000 feet to start with, but then lowering down as the afternoon goes on. Thermals about 4 knots maximum, up to about maybe 4,000 feet above mean sea level. Top meteo, quite similar in terms of areas of sortable cross-country type weather. And if we have a look at the thermal heights as the day goes through, to start off with here at Lasham, it's not very good until at least after 10 o'clock. 11 o'clock, we're getting up to about 3,000 feet, and it'll stay there or rise up to maybe 4 throughout the afternoon. Take it all the way through to about 5 o'clock, and we can see there's sea air coming in along the front, along the south coast, sorry, and that may well affect the day as well. No TAMs then. We've got a few to look at. Anybody who's thinking of taking the motor glider down to the Isle of Wight today, remember that the Isle of Wight Festival is on. It's number 7 down here. And 23s, the usual Barton Stacey, rocket firing, up to 1,600 feet AMSL. Thursday is not until 8 p.m. tonight. That's UTC as well, so 9 o'clock local. That's flare firing, number 24 there. 27 is Marlborough, around about 10:20 and for about half an hour. They've got the Battle of Britain Memorial Flight, and that's going on to number 29, which is Remenham, and that's around about 11:03. That should finish. So that whole area there, BBMF this morning. And the last one is right in the middle, Whistlesleigh. There's a paragliding going on there. Let's move on then to the local airfield briefing, and we shall start with the Odium cross section. You can see we've got low-level clouds here, which we've already seen on the camera, and that's going to rise up slowly throughout the day. It's not going to get to its maximum height until maybe about mid-afternoon, and then it's going to remain there for the rest of the afternoon. The wind is going to be an issue today. There's a strong wind warning out, and indeed they're forecasting 18 to 20, gusting 28 at Odium, and perhaps a little bit higher as we've seen on the other forecasts. So glider bookings today, there's one K21 on the casual list, there's one K21 booked by club members, there's K13 on trial lessons. If we do go ahead with the trial lessons, I'm going to suggest you use the K21 today, but I may well be cancelling the trial lessons on the strength of the gusts. There's single seat availability today. There's 3 people on the casual list. If there's any instructors out there who wish to do a bit of instructing, please come on and help. And of course, the simulator is available as per usual. Quick reminder about the autumn wave camp. We will be at Boyne from the 5th to the 25th of October. And if you want to go along, book with the office. If you want information about it, come and have a chat with myself, Evan or Barry. There's no movements today from 2XL. So the general situation is there's a low pressure to the north dominating the weather. It's driving a series of fronts through the area, and we're between a cold front that went through last night and a weak occlusion that's heading our way. We'll be on runway 27 with the cables on the south side, so please be ready when the cables or the tug arrives. Just a quick note for the motor glider people. The MoGas tanks are empty at the moment. We've got an order in, we're waiting on delivery. Do not land or taxi your gliders on the disused runways shown here in red. Okay, I've seen 1 or 2 people failing to achieve that in the last couple of days. I can't emphasize it enough. We're busting tires and damaging wheels by doing so. So please avoid that at all costs. Launch point vehicle today will be in the usual place on 27 on the south side of the runway with winching to the south side, area towing off the runway to the north, landing both 27 grass north and south, And if there is any grid today, which I very much doubt, it will be in the usual place at 27 Grass North. Have great days flying, have lots of fun, and I shall see you out there shortly.